I'm Katherine Applegate. I'm the author of lots of books for young readers, and I'm here today with such excitement to talk to you about my newest book, The One and Only Family. It's the last book in the One and Only Quartet. Never when I started writing The One and Only Ivan did I dream there would end up being 4 books about these wonderful friendships, but it's been a real joy. Before I get started, I wanted to point this out. This is, in fact, an original Ivan. He made it many years ago. He was getting up in years at that point. And right here you see his fingerprint. He actually did really love to paint. So I'm going to be reading you from paper because I don't have the actual book yet. It begins with a dedication that is so important, and especially given the work that you all do every single day. In memory of Erica Kelly, teacher at Glacier Ridge Elementary School, Dublin, Ohio. She changed lives with her love. And I was lucky enough to visit Erica's school when they were doing a celebration of her life, and was struck by the incredible impact that teachers and librarians have on kids. I think sometimes you don't realize the magic you perform each and every day. So what follows is a proverb. When the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. And that's attributed to many sources because it's that kind of wise saying. Next, we have a wonderfully illustrated by the amazing Patricia Castellao, who has been the illustrator for all these books, several examples of gorilla games, toddler edition, including Pop Drop, Bother Father, Lazy Legs, that's when you hang on to your dad's legs and he has to kind of drag you along while he walks, Vining, Hide and Seek, and, of course, the always popular Dizzy Tizzy. Following that, there is an extensive gorilla glossary. Chapter 1. Hello, I am Ivan. I'm about to become a dad. I'm hoping it's as easy as it looks. A dad is a dad is a dad. When you get right down to it, how much trouble could a newborn be, really? I mean, they can't talk, they can't run, they just lie there all day, grinny and gassy and drooly. That said, to be perfectly honest, 2-year-olds do worry me a little. In my line of work, I get to observe many different creatures. I have a particular interest in gorillas and humans. And I can tell you this with absolute certainty, when it comes to parenting, everyone's in the same boat. Whatever your species, there's no force of nature more terrifying than a toddler tantrum. Confident. Still, I'm confident I can manage a youngster. You just have to be consistent, apply reason, set boundaries. If I declare that no tantrums are allowed, then no tantrums are allowed. Easy peasy, as my young elephant friend Ruby likes to say. Where to find me? You may have noticed that I'm a gorilla, Western Lowland, in case you're curious. I'm the resident silverback here at Wild World Zoological Park and Sanctuary. Around here we just call it the park. My address is Sunniest Spot, Outdoor Habitat, Gorilla World. I'm located just down the path from Elephant Odyssey and around the corner from Reptileville. If you pass the gift shop, you've gone too far. Never. There was a time when I never dreamed I'd grow up to be a father. There was a time when I never dreamed I'd grow up to be a silverback. There was a time, I suppose, when I never dreamed I'd grow up at all. But the years passed. Here I am. When time tells a story, surprises are the one thing you can count on. Old names, new names. I used to be Ivan, just Ivan, only Ivan. Soon, I will be dad. Big Daddy, my dear canine pal Bob has started calling me, and in his voice I hear gentle teasing and the same wonderment that I feel. We've come a long way, Bob and I, a very long way. It's a long story. Bob and I met when he was a stray puppy, and I was the main attraction at a shabby circus housed in a rundown mall. The Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade, it was called. Conveniently located off I-95 with shows at 2, 4, and 7, 365 days a year. We try not to think about that time too much. Our lives are good. We are both loved. That's all that matters. Unprepared. I'd been caged at the mall for over a decade when the silver hair on my back appeared. It was a shimmering signal from my body, unbidden. It shouted that I was ready to care for others, to lead a troop, to take on the world, to become, you might say, my father. My hair and my heart were not entirely in agreement, however. Like chin whiskers sprouting on teen male humans, that particular mark of maturity was a bit premature. As I grew, I failed and I learned. I got lost and found my way. I tried to believe in myself, and on the days when I couldn't, I had friends who believed in me. And oh my, such friends. Wise, gentle Stella, an old circus elephant who'd been born in the wild. Ruby, a sweet baby elephant snatched from Africa and shipped overseas, just like my sister and me. Julia, a kind-hearted girl who understood our plight. And of course the one and only Bob, who slipped into my cage one night and decided that my tummy would make the perfect dog bed. I've never been happier to hear complaints about my snoring. Threads. What brought us together, I sometimes wonder? Was it chance, fate, luck? I often marvel at the randomness of it all, the tangled threads that wove us into something stronger than our individual selves, that at times so dark could provide such light is a miracle, I think. It's interesting. The older I got, the more miracles I seem to notice. And I am not giving too much away to tell you that one of the most important miracles in the one and only family is the fact that Ivan ends up being the father to twins. And it comes with all kinds of complications and anxiety, but also incredible joy and hope. I really hope you enjoy reading this last episode in the One and Only series as much as I enjoyed writing it. And before I go, I just want to thank all of you so very much. When authors tell you that librarians are our heroes, we're not just saying it. We really mean it. You have been on the front lines for a long time, far too long. And you are underpaid and overworked. And it is, I know, a daily grind sometimes, but you are changing lives. I remember the day that I was handed Charlotte's Web, and it changed my life. And I so wish that those teachers and librarians back then knew how much they had affected me all these years later. So know that what you're doing really matters. And thank you so much.